Let's go, let's go!
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check me.
Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
80 weapons.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Carr to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
93.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Yeah. Hey, Foxtrot.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Shotgun now for Carr. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
65. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
637.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, Echo.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Let's get it together.
Throwing again. Carr. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
694.
To throw again. Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
94 is the mic. Ain't no such thing. Hey, orbit. 94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Carr to throw again. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. White.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wilson out to the left there and complete to Howard. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They have the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Flush to his right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This is brought in at the 21. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
You're Mike.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Now watch run.
On play action, now Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 36, Wilson, screen pass to Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back in his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the stoppage to here, Whitehead.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He completes it to Bryant. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with Lindsey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right here, right here.
From the 30 on second down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go, take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown.
Don't this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Express. Motion.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
6-18. Hey, high 7.
29 is the Mike 29. Get your swerve on.
To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Carr completes it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Okay, just like that. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter. because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, alert.
On third down, it's Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
29.
Carr now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now it's Wilson. 4th, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Stop your running. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he will find Davis on the left side, complete. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
What? 280.
Mike's 59.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Well, now they'll try the end around. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express. 93.
To throw again, Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Carr, he's going to go for a big play downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
29 is a Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. So